Welcome to Suri Daily English, the podcast, a leading English podcast channel.
Hello, beautiful learners. Welcome back to another episode of Suri Daily English. I'm Suri, your guide to speaking naturally and living happily.
And I'm Alex. Barely.
Oh dear. Alex, you sound like a zombie from a horror movie. Are you okay? You're staring at the microphone like it's a ghost.
Not sick, Suri. I'm just empty. My brain feels like scrambled eggs. I think I'm suffering from a digital hangover.
Ah, the dreaded digital hangover. Let me guess, you stayed up late again?
Suri, I saw the sun come up. It was 3 a.m. I have no idea how it happened. 1 minute it was dinner time, and the next minute birds were singing.
That is exactly what we are talking about today, the trap of the modern world. We are going to talk about how to stop scrolling and start actually living.
Oh, please teach me, because right now, living feels like too much work. I just want to go back to bed.
Don't worry, Alex. By the end of this episode, you will wake up. But first, we need to arm you with the right words to understand what happened to you last night. All right, before we hear the full story of your tragic night, let's look at 3 key vocabulary words. These words describe the problem.
Okay, I'm ready. Lay 'em on me.
The first word is mindless. That is mindless. Mindless.
Mindless? That sounds like me right now. It means having no brain, right?
Not exactly having no brain, but using no brain. To do something mindlessly means to do it without thinking, almost like a robot. You are doing the action, but your mind is asleep.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was doing. Just moving my thumb up and up on the screen. It was completely mindless behavior.
Exactly. That's a perfect sentence. Now, the second word helps explain why you couldn't stop. The word is spiral.
A spiral? Like a shape? Like a circle that goes down?
Yes. Imagine water going down a drain. It spins faster and faster downwards. In English, when we say a situation is spiraling, it means it is getting worse and worse and you can't control it.
Oh, I know that feeling. It starts with one video and then you spiral into a black hole of weird internet content.
Precisely. You fall into a content spiral. And that leads us to our third word, the most famous enemy of productivity, procrastination.
I hate that word. I know it too well. Procrastination. It means delaying work, right? Putting things off until later?
That's right. But it's not just being lazy. Procrastination is usually when you avoid doing something important by doing something easy instead.
Okay, let me try to put these together. So I was procrastinating on washing the dishes, which led to mindless scrolling, and soon I was in a spiral of TikTok videos.
Alex, that was perfect. Grammatically perfect even, if the situation is tragic.
It really is tragic. You don't know the half of it.
Well, now that we have the vocabulary, tell us the truth. How did you lose an entire night? Take us back to 8 p.m.
Okay, picture this. It's 8 p.m. I just finished dinner. I felt good. I thought, Alex, my boy, you are going to wash the dishes and then study English.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. Very responsible.
It was, but then I thought, I deserve a tiny break, just 5 minutes. So I sat on the sofa and unlocked my phone.
The dangerous 5-minute lie. We all tell ourselves that lie.
Exactly. So I opened an app. At first it was innocent, just a video of a guy cooking a steak. I like steak. It was harmless. But that was just the procrastination kicking in.
Okay, so you were delaying the dishes. Then what?
Then the algorithm took me. I started watching these oddly satisfying videos. You know, people cleaning very dirty rugs.
Rug cleaning? Really?
Yes, it's mesmerizing. They spray the water and the dirt comes out. It was totally mindless. I watched 10 of them. I didn't even blink.
Oh, goodness. You entered the trance state.
And then the spiral happened. Suddenly, I wasn't watching rugs. I was watching a video called How to Build a Luxury Swimming Pool in the Jungle Using Only a Stick.
What? Why do you need to know that? You live in an apartment in the city.
I don't know, Suri, but in that moment, it felt like the most important information in the world. I watched the whole thing. It was 45 minutes long.
Alex, no.
Yes, and then it was cats being afraid of cucumbers. Then it was a guy cutting soap into tiny cubes. Next thing I know, my alarm is going off, the dishes are dirty, and I hate myself.
Oh, thank you for being honest, Alex. I think everyone listening can relate to that. We have all been there. Alex, can I share a metaphor with you? You know I love my metaphors.
Please do. Maybe your wisdom can fix my broken brain.
I want you to imagine that your time is not a clock. Imagine your time is water in a bottle.
Okay, I'm thirsty, so I like this metaphor.
Now you can drink that water that nourishes you, that makes you strong. Or you can water your plants, that makes things grow.
Okay, so drinking is like doing things I enjoy, and watering plants is like working or learning.
Exactly. But Alex, last night you didn't drink the water and you didn't water the plants. You just took the lid off the bottle, turned it upside down, and poured it all on the floor.
Oh, wow. That sounds really bad when you say it like that.
It is bad because you can never get that water back. The floor is wet, but nothing grew, and you are still thirsty. That is what doom scrolling is. It is empty time.
Empty time. That fits perfectly. I didn't feel happy while I was watching the jungle pool video. I just felt numb, like I wasn't really there.
Yes, that is the tragedy. If you had watched a movie you loved for 2 hours, that is quality time. You drank the water. But scrolling endlessly, that is just pouring your life on the floor.
I've been pouring a lot of water on the floor lately, Suri. I feel like my bottle is always empty.
It's okay. Today is a new day. You have a new bottle. And now let's give you the tools, the vocabulary to keep that water safe. Are you ready for the solution words, Alex? These are powerful words.
I am ready. I don't want to waste another drop.
Wonderful. Your fourth word today is intentional. That is intentional. intentional.
Intentional. It comes from intention, right? Like having a plan?
Yes, to be intentional means to do something on purpose. It is the opposite of mindless. If you pick up your phone to send an email, you are being intentional. If you pick it up just to look, you are not.
Okay, so I need to be more intentional with how I use my evening hours.
Perfect. See, you feel more in control already. Now, word number 5, prioritize.
Oh, I know this one. It means to put the important things first.
Correct. To prioritize is to decide what matters most. In your story, you prioritized the 5-minute break over the dishes.
Yeah, I definitely prioritize the soap cutting videos over my sleep. Bad priority.
Very bad priority. And finally, word number 6. This is what you actually needed last night. The word is recharge.
Like a battery?
Exactly, like a battery. To recharge means to rest in a way that gives you energy back.
Wait, isn't that what I was doing? I was sitting on the sofa. I wasn't moving. Wasn't I recharging?
Ah, that is the big trap. And that brings us to our practical solutions.
Explain that to me, Suri, because I thought I was resting. Why am I so tired if I spent 4 hours lying down?
Because, Alex, there's a difference between recharging and numbing.
Recharging versus numbing. Go on.
When you recharge, your battery goes up. Sleep, reading a book, walking in nature, chatting with a friend. These things fill you up.
And scrolling?
When you scroll, your body is still, but your brain is running a marathon. New image, new sound, bright lights, new information every 3 seconds. Your brain is working overtime.
So my body was on the sofa, but my brain was running around in the jungle building swimming pools?
Yes, so you were draining your battery, not filling it. You were numbing your mind, not recharging it.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I feel cheated.
So, here are your 2 tips to stop this. Tip number 1, use the GPS method.
GPS? Like a map?
Yes, before you open your phone, you must have a destination. You must be intentional. Say out loud, I'm going to check the weather. Then check the weather and get out. Don't drive around aimlessly.
Okay, no joyriding on the internet. Get in, get the info, get out.
Exactly. And tip number 2, phone jail.
Phone jail? That sounds aggressive.
It is necessary. If you want to study or sleep, you must prioritize your focus. Put the phone in another room. If it is next to you, you will touch it. It's a biological instinct.
But what if there's an emergency?
Alex, if someone is building a pool in the jungle at 2 a.m., it is not an emergency. Put the phone in the kitchen when you sleep.
You got me there. Okay, phone jail. I can do that.
I know you can, and I know our listeners can too. Let's quickly review what we learned today.
Okay, let me try. The problem was mindless behavior, falling into a spiral, and procrastination.
Excellent. And the solution?
I need to be intentional, I need to prioritize my real life, and I need to truly recharge, not just numb my brain.
Beautifully said, Alex. You really are awake now.
I think I finally am.
So, here's our challenge for everyone listening. Today, we want you to find 1 hour, just 1 hour, where you put your phone in phone jail.
Do something real. Read, draw, cook, or just stare at the ceiling. Just don't scroll.
Remember, time is water. Don't pour it on the floor. Drink it. Enjoy it.
Thanks for saving me, Suri. I'm gonna go take a nap now. A real one.
Good idea. Goodbye, everyone. Keep learning, keep living.
Bye. See you next time.